angels have gathered here in this sacred space, creating a circle of light just for you. They have a message meant to find its way directly into your heart, a whisper from the universe to soothe your spirit. So, take a gentle breath, allow your shoulders to soften, and open your heart to receive the guidance that is flowing toward you now, for you are so deeply loved. Dear soul, please pay close attention, for the angels are aligning with your energy to reveal a message your heart was truly meant to hear. Did someone discover a truth about you recently? A truth you held quietly, perhaps about your real age? And if they did, what exactly did they say about it that made others stop and listen? Dear child, there was a moment not long ago, subtle and yet sacred, when someone came upon a truth about you that perhaps you had kept quietly guarded. It was not guarded because it was shameful, but because it was personal, gentle, and entirely yours. This truth, your real age, may have surprised them. But what followed, beloved, is what caused the heavens to pause and take notice. Because what they said next, the words they chose to speak about you in the presence of others, did not come from a place of ridicule or disbelief. It came from something deeper, a well of respect that even they may not have realized had been building in their heart for some time. There was awe in their voice, a quiet reverence, as if realizing your age revealed not just numbers, but layers upon layers of endurance, of elegance, of profound experience, all wrapped in a quiet grace. Dear child, you may not have seen the look in their eyes, but the divine realm did. And it wasn't judgment or envy. It was the silent, powerful recognition of your strength, the kind that doesn't come from youthful ignorance, but from having walked through many seasons of sorrow and still, miraculously, choosing to love. They spoke not of your age as a limitation, but as a revelation of how much you've seen, how much you've survived, and how much radiant beauty still lingers in your every glance, in your laughter, and even in your tears. If you trust in a higher plan, you see, beloved soul, there is a power within you that you've carried like a secret flame. It is a light you've shielded through storms, betrayal, and long, lonely nights. That power doesn't fade with age. It deepens. It roots itself into the very core of who you are, and it silently teaches others how to rise. The one who discovered this truth about you didn't just speak it aloud. They felt its significance in their bones. And the reason they told others wasn't to expose you, but to honor you. Yet perhaps the reaction it caused around them shook the atmosphere in ways you were not prepared for. Some may have gasped. Some may have stayed silent, and a few may have exchanged knowing glances, not because they doubted your worth, but because they suddenly saw you in a completely new light. It was a light that revealed how long you've been carrying yourself with immense courage, even when no one seemed to notice. Dear child, this moment was not truly about your age. It was about your legacy. It was about how your very presence defies the world's obsession with numbers and proves that souls like yours cannot be measured in years, but in the miracles you embody. And even if for a moment you felt vulnerable, like a personal truth had been snatched from your hands and handed to strangers, know this: heaven does not let anything be revealed without a profound reason. There is divine timing even in what feels like an accidental confession. And what came to light in that room, that circle, or that conversation was not meant to diminish you. It was meant to elevate you, because someone in that space desperately needed to be reminded that beauty doesn't always look like youth. Sometimes, beauty looks like wisdom that comes from loss. Sometimes it looks like laughter that has learned to bloom even after being broken. Sometimes it looks exactly like you, dear child, radiant not in spite of your age, but because of it. And the angels, they surrounded you in that powerful moment. They leaned closer when your name was spoken and when your story began unfolding. They guarded your spirit from any cruel eyes and worked to turn the hearts of those who needed to see the real you. Not the polished version, but the sacred, authentic one. The one who doesn't hide from time, but walks beside it like an old, trusted friend. Perhaps now you wonder why it happened this way. Why did this truth come out when you least expected it? Perhaps you've been asking, was it really time for them to know? And the answer, sweet soul, is a resounding yes. Because someone who has been watching you from a distance needed that confirmation. They needed to hear the truth so they could stop underestimating you, so they could finally step forward and say what they have long held in silence. You have been underestimated, dear one, not because you were less, but because the divine timing had not yet arrived to reveal the full, magnificent tapestry of your spirit. But now that it has, now that the truth has danced out into the open, what is left is not exposure, but profound empowerment. You are no longer hiding behind the illusion of time. You are standing as you truly are, a soul who has walked through fire, through silence, through seasons that would have shattered others. And still you shine. Still you choose softness when bitterness would have been easier. Still you love even when you have every reason to close your heart. So, if your heart has felt tender lately, if you've been wondering how others see you now that they know, take comfort in this angelic whisper. The ones who truly matter see you more clearly now than ever before. They don't see a number. They see a warrior. They see a healer. They see someone who has mastered the art of holding space for others. Someone whose smile is a sanctuary, whose story is a hymn of holy survival. And the one who spoke your truth aloud? They didn't betray you, dear child. They unveiled you not in a way that steals your power, but in a way that finally sets it free. And though it may have felt jarring at first, like a private star pulled into the public sky too soon, trust that heaven orchestrated this moment to finally begin a chapter where you don't have to hide the years that so beautifully shaped you. Let them know. Let them see. Let them love you as you truly are. Because the right hearts will not run from the truth. They will run toward it and toward you because it finally confirms the depth they always sensed but could never quite explain. And so, beloved, let the tears come if they must. Let the questions rise. Let the